Jesus, no. Okay, try to get away now.
The world we are facing right now is uncertain. Many people are experiencing worry, fear, anxiety. There is real concern for some of us over our finances, over housing, and even over food security. We are scared for our health and the health of people that we love. We know that older adults and those with compromised immune systems, as well as people with already existing health conditions, are at higher risk from this virus. It is scary. I worry about people that I love who are older, who have health issues, people I know who are vulnerable and in danger. There are bright spots in the stories that we're hearing in the news. In Italy, people are serenading each other from the balconies. In China, healthcare workers are doing karaoke and dancing in hazmat suits to entertain those who are hospitalized. In Memphis, I have witnessed people offering to pick up groceries or other necessary supplies for each other, offering services, offering to help in any way that is needed. The global pandemic is unprecedented, and partly because our world is more interdependent now in terms of air travel, in terms of the internet, and how deeply connected all of us are in essential ways. Our city and much of the world is in a state of emergency. Schools and colleges have closed. Gatherings of all kinds have been canceled. Quite a few of us are self-quarantined or limiting our contact with others as much as possible. Thank goodness some of us can actually do that. Being able to stay home is a privilege. Not everyone is able to do that. Some of my friends, for example, do not have homes. Those who are undocumented are often afraid to seek medical attention if they do get sick. They fear being detained. There are 2.3 million people currently behind bars in this country who do not get a choice as to how much human contact they get. Workers in low-wage service industry jobs like restaurant workers, people who work in bars, hotels, taxi drivers, janitorial staff, many of these people are suddenly out of work right now. If they aren't out of work, they likely don't have the advantage of sick pay. And so even if they feel sick, they cannot stay home unless their employer tells them to stay home. And then these same low-wage workers are in danger of going hungry or lacking money for the essential needs of life. What this virus is putting into stark view is the interconnectedness of our world and the evil house of cards that is racial, heteropatriarchal capitalism in the United States. From therednation.org, this quote: "The crisis has exposed the capitalist system for what it is, anti-life. In this time of great danger, we need human solidarity, the politics of love, not the politics of hate. We must respond with all of our hearts and all of our humanity, not just to stop the most catastrophic effects of COVID-19, but to end this inhumane and criminal capitalist system once and for all." That's the heart of what I hope people take away from this situation, that we are all profoundly interconnected, and what hurts one of us hurts all of us. This economic system is delicately balanced on a whole bunch of unpaid or underpaid people who labor to support the middle class and a smaller number of upper class people. None of this is fair, which is about to be very, very visible in who has access to health care and who does not. It will be exposed quite plainly in who has enough resources to make it through and who will suffer the most. such as the estimated 30 million children who receive free or reduced price lunches in this country, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's website. Where is the food coming from for these children when schools are closed down? In Shelby County, we were providing meals until today when that program ended. What is necessary now, more than ever before, is a theology of radical caring and mutual support of one another. I ask you, what would this guy do? What would it look like if we were more concerned for our fellow human beings than for ourselves? What great things might we accomplish as a society if we collaborated more? What if that stranger down the street or the person living under the bridge was actually our sibling whom we had not yet met? We must abandon forever the idea of rugged individualism that our founding of this nation in colonialism, slavery, and genocide was first fostered, and turn instead to a kind of compassion and connectivity that before this crisis might have seemed unthinkable to many of us. Can we check on our elderly or medically fragile friends? Can we offer to share what we have with others who might be in urgent need? Can we be more patient, even when those around us might be short-tempered, acting badly, or behaving very selfishly? Can we orient ourselves around the collective good rather than thinking it's all about me? Those in the progressive community who might have been called social justice warriors or bleeding heart liberals might one day be regarded as visionaries, boldly showing us the way forward into a future where nobody is without access to health care, where everyone has housing and everybody has a decent income. Perhaps out of this perfect storm of disease, we will also find ways to change this world for the better, for generations to come, so that our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren will inherit a world far kinder than the world we currently inhabit. May we all find our way forward in this pandemic crisis with our hearts opened, our priorities clear, and our souls at ease. I'm going to leave you today with a poem by Reverend Dr. Lynn Unger. What if you thought of it as the Jews consider the Sabbath, the most sacred of times? Cease from travel. Cease from buying and selling. Give up, just for now, on trying to make the world different than it is. Sing, pray, touch only those to whom you commit your life. Center down. And when your body has become still, reach out with your heart. Know that we are connected in ways that are terrifying and beautiful. You could hardly deny it now. Know that our lives are in one another's hands. Surely that has become clear. Do not reach out your hands. Reach out your heart. Reach out your words. Reach out all the tendrils of compassion that move invisibly where we cannot touch. Promise this world your love, for better or worse, in sickness and in health, as long as we all shall live. Amen, and blessed be.